Good evening, vloggers, bloggers, and followers. How are you this evening? It's a fine Tuesday here. It's a beautiful weather week as we transition almost into fall. I believe fall is one of my favorite times of the year. Regardless, just discovered today regarding Cameron Linden. He is the 20 Linden Cameron, excuse me. He is a 13-year-old boy out of Utah that was shot 2 weeks ago. I had just got off of watching the footage of the shooting, which I know is hard for some, but I feel that this is the best way to summarize it and explain it. I don't feel comfortable showing the video because it is very graphic and it is very sensitive. I feel that there is a lot of wrong that went down in that video, a lot of miseducation per se. Um, he was running, yes, that's without a doubt. He was running from law enforcement, but his mother did inform the police officers that indeed he did have a trauma from law enforcement in the past, and to approach with caution. Also, that the police officer asked his mother, what did she want the police to do? And all she said was get him to the hospital because she could not do that so on her own. So as the video goes on, it proceeds with the chase. They find him in a street. He won't stop running. He's afraid, and he's fearful because he knows he's going to go to the hospital. And I don't know if he's been there before or not, but he knows usually confrontations with law enforcement. I'm pretty sure he's pretty intelligent to know that confrontations with law enforcement, when the police are called to a family's house, to your family's house, that it doesn't usually end with a good outcome. Very rarely does it, but um, he knew that there wasn't going to be a happy outcome, that he was going to have to go away to the hospital for a while to get some help. And I think, part of that makes me see 20 years ago when I was, I've been lucky to, that I've had to, get help. And, it's not something that an autistic person or a person with Asperger's is proud of doing because it's not what they want and it's not, what makes them feel comfortable. But, there's no reason, if they don't run, get more help. Get help, get more help, get a better team. But I think the last thing that anybody should do in that instance is shoot them, and to shoot them excessively, like 6 or 7. I believe I heard 6 or 7 shots. I think that's a little excessive, people. I really do. I don't think you really had to damage so many parts of his body, and it was quite a few, and he's still in the hospital. It's 2 weeks after the event, and it's still trending very highly on social media, on the news feeds, but it needs to stop. This reaching out and to shoot him 6 or 7 times just so he stops. And you know what the sad thing is what he says after he's shot. He goes, "Tell my mom I love her. I hurt and tell my mom I love her." You know, that's sad. All he needed was to be stopped. People, that's all he needed. He didn't need to be shot. There's nothing. He's 13. He's a kid. He has the intellect of a child. People, just it's not. That's not what you want. That's not. That's not good. That's not good. And then we wonder why perceptions on law enforcement are the way they are, because people, that's what you're doing. You're not. You're not being calm about it. And thank goodness there was body cam. Now the world gets to see what really happened. It's just I think sometimes we are marginalized, and the solution, yes, is to go to the hospital, but to get us there is sometimes the roughest venue, and that needs to be fixed, my friends. It really does. It needs to be something in the vehicular way of getting individuals who are not only of the autism community, but as the human health community as a whole, when they need to go to the mental health facility, there needs to be something more defined, better, and appropriate than calling the law enforcement. It has to be something better. But this, and then it closes with the video, which I read, which was one of several that's been shared to news media today. But it has been shared. The police chief of Salt Lake City said it's the saddest thing, and it hurts him because he has 3 young sons. And what if that was his son? And he's really torn up about it. But there's several investigations going into this, and I hope we have some good outcome. And you usually say they should do something about getting a good judgment, but the camera pretty much says he wasn't, and she specifically said, the mother specifically said they were toy guns, mostly toy. She was very certain they were toy guns. They were not real, So it's just sad. The whole thing's just sad. And, I just hope this is a wake-up call for the autism and mental health communities to grow up and find a true solution to solving the crises out there so that, we can get these issues resolved and people can be more well and be not afraid to ask for help. So with that, that's all I have for this video. As always, like, follow, subscribe. Dustin's Dynasty on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Dustin's Dynasty. Thank you. Have a good night.